Yes, guys, we are there. Are we there? Have we fucking got there? Yeah, we got there eventually, haven't we? Yes, guys, welcome from me. So sorry about that. Just had to sort that out quickly. And we are ready to rock and roll. Myself and Andy Vince on our 10-10 blast. We haven't played for a couple of days, and I'm sure we've all had it at times when we need a break, a day's break to get over a bad session. And of course, you may remember from the last live, that's the last time we played. That's why I needed some time out. I needed to go to fucking rehab and work on my anger issues. Whose idea was it to buy this fucking Greek goalkeeper is beyond me. Really is. I don't know what happened in the last game. I mean, you couldn't script it. Who got a hat trick there for Ipswich Town? But do you know what? It's early days yet. Very early days. 4 straight wins out of 4 for the champions, Liverpool. Andy's Liverpool, and he's looking really strong indeed. I've only had 2 games myself. And you know, there's so much time to go in this game. Anything can happen. We drew with Seville, so we didn't even have a good game in Europe, even though we dominated that as well. So it was a really, really tough session for us. We lost the Charity Shield to Andy with those stats. So you could say, you know, we had an absolute session from hell. It really was a session from hell. But it is what it is, isn't it? Okay, so Lucio on the move. Lucio on the move, that's interesting. That'd be a rock defender if he came, but do you know what? We've got the money, but he would be a non-EU, wouldn't he? He would be a non-EU. He's got no second passport, has he? Okay, yeah, fuck him. Have we got? I can't even remember if we've got bids in. If the truth be told, cannot remember at all. So we're still playing back 4, of course. Okaronko, Ashley Cole, Klomp and Ferdinand, Vogel, Kewell, Wellens. Well, what did Wellens get me in that last game? Probably stupidity giving him a game, really, weren't it? So essentially it was my own fault. So we'll put Lee Bowyer in. We'll play Lee Bowyer. Maybe we bring Amar in the middle. I don't know just yet. We'll put Karim on the bench. Karim on the bench for the Champions League game. Robert Norjon, I can't remember what bids we've got in, to be honest with you. I think we've got enough money to buy a player, to buy a quality player, but we'll see what we get. I try and do sort my team out in between when I'm waiting. There you go, so I'll do my team now whilst Andy's got his game. So yeah, Karim is in, and then we need Ilemba's the obvious man. We need somebody to go in goal. We don't know who's going to play in goal just yet. We've also got Ricardo's. He's ineligible. I think Simach is the obvious man that's going to play at the back on the bench. Sorry, we'll keep the same 4. Who's going to play in goal? Well, firstly, Robbie Keane isn't going to play. That's for sure. Amar's going to be battling to be fit. I might still give him the nod though. We're playing Ronaldo up top. What do we do? What do we do? Did we give Shay Given a game? He hasn't conceded any, so I think he's possibly earned himself a starting berth. Chotis goes onto the bench. I think that's what we're going to go with then. Robbie Keane's going to be struggling to be fit, so maybe we take out... we put Ronaldo back in the number 10 slot, and we bring in Christian Vieri. Yeah, Agaho is not... Oh, shit, what did I do there? Fuck. So, Vieri returns. Everyone's going to gain an extra 5% from that, isn't they, once we get to our game. And let's just see. We can't really... I mean, it's not like we're being outdone on stats, because we're not, you know. But we have conceded 6 goals in the last 2 games, which is... The bottom line is just unacceptable, you know. And the defence hasn't actually been too bad. But I don't know. It just gets so frustrating. I can't remember if I've got any bids in. Oh, maybe I haven't then. How much money have I got? Oh, okay, we haven't got enough money for Saviola. I don't really know who or what I need. I'm actually now looking at a panic buy of a goalkeeper. After what's just happened, it is a proper panic buy, isn't it? I'm not even going to trust a Greek goalkeeper. I daren't trust a Greek goalkeeper. I really don't. it's not really anything that I need, in all honesty. Boomer would be solid, wouldn't he? Boomer would be absolutely solid. I'd love to get Boomer, but we don't need Boomer, particularly given we brought in Ashley Cole. I am maybe looking maybe another central defender. I don't know. Larsson wouldn't be a bad call. His injury prone 12 is a bit worrying, but I don't know. Let's just see if he. I mean, Larsson would be a good signing. What we got going on there? Excuse me, can you tone the language down as I'm watching with my... Yeah, well, firstly, haven't sworn, so fuck you. Oh, Andy's been beaten in his game against Copenhagen. What happened there? Look at that. Look at that. Do you know what, right? I sent a voice note to Andy not long before we started this, and I said to him, it'll happen again, and it'll no doubt happen to Andy at some point again, because it has happened. It's a tough pill to take when you dominate games, and you know, one game, fair enough. It's when it happens persistently. Okay, so in answer to Baz there, Baz has got 2 accounts. Baz sings and always right. Why have you got 2 accounts? I ask myself. Yeah, you can fuck yourself, Baz. Okay, so let's go straight into it now. The Champions League. We've drawn our first leg against Seville, which was just not good enough. You know, that's the bottom line. So we take on Rosenborg, and you know, I can't grumble at the group we had. It's not exactly the hardest group in the world. We'll be streaming till fuck off. We'll be streaming till 1:30, guys. 1:30. What's that? Whiskey. Whiskey. Hello, Whiskey. How you doing, Whiskey boy? Have I even seen you before? Costanzo, you're right. He is actually a really good goalkeeper. He is a non-EU, of course, which does make things difficult, and I'd have to wait on a permit. But I'm going to go and take a look at him at the end of this set. That's a great call. Alan Smith, the substitute, has scored. That fucking Italian has been stretching off. We've got rid of Viduka, of course. Amar's on a bit of a knock, so let's bring in Karim. Let's bring in Bovar Karim. We spent a lot of money on him. In all fairness, Amar wasn't 100% fit when we started the game. He was 95%. Ronaldo, of course, we've made him deeper into the number 10 slot. And we've taken control of the game. Smith's got 2, Ronaldo's got 1, Karim's got 1, Kewell's got 2. Final score, Leeds United 6, Rosenborg 1. Do you know what? I was desperate for something like that. Something, nice and convincing. Now for the bad news of Christian Vieri. He's out for a month. We lost him for 3 months, I think, season before last. And he is high injury prone. I did try to sell him. I sold him ahead of Viduka. It was a case of who we got a bid in for first. That was just that's what it was. Just need to remind. Let's have a look at Costanzo very, very quickly. We've got Alberto Luque as well. Let me remind you, for a striker. That being said, I think it's going to be Alan Smith. I think that's going to start. There's no doubt about that. Right. I mean, he's non-EU. He's not done too... We haven't got Argentina open, actually. Tell you what we'll do, right? We'll put the bid in. We're going to have to offer him, I think, 35 grand a week, because he's not broken into Argentina. We're going to have to wait for a permit. And, you know, it might not be a bad thing, to be honest with you. So, Alan Smith, I think, has earned a starting berth. There's no doubt about that. Robbie Keane's on the bench. Robbie Keane is on the bench. Do you know what? No, Robbie Keane is not on the bench because Karim can go on the bench. Robbie Keane, we're not taking Ronaldo out. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We're not taking Ronaldo out at all. Vogel's on 8-0 ahead of Decor. Karim can be on the bench. He can earn his place. What did Bowyer get me? Bowyer got me a 9. Agahoa. I don't know what Anoni sees situations like. Harry Kewell and Ronaldo are not fit anyway, so fucking after all that shit, Ronaldo will come out and Harry Kewell will come out as well. Now, if Karim is fit, and I do stress if Karim is fit, he can start in place of the unfit Kewell, who will be on the bench. One substitute outside. Who's that? Oh, Alumba. Right, okay. I missed actually what Shay Given got me. Given got me a 7. do you know what? I don't. You know, look at Shay Given, right? Then you look at Chiotis, and then you look at Vulgaris. You know, Shay Given's by far the weakest of the three, but we'll see. It's Leeds against Leicester. We desperately need the sort of performance and result that we just had in Europe, but we need it in the league. Amar and Bowyer have got goals. Leeds 2, Leicester City 0. Convincing first half, but let's be honest, Leicester City are a team we should be whipping anyway. Vogel's got a knock. He's off at the break. This language is appalling. Keep saying the word Billy Bowyer. Bowyer, 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 Bowyer. Fuck you. Hello, Rice. How you doing, dickhead? It's Leeds 2, Leicester 0. Bowyer. Do you know what? I've got different names for Lee Bowyer, Bowyer, Bowyer. I've got lots of names for that wanker. It's 3-0. Robbie Keane in for the unfit Ronaldo, and a very, very good performance, generally speaking, from all of the outfield players, and 8 and above. Most important thing is we got the victory. Let's go and keep an eye on the champions. Have been beaten at Stamford Bridge. Awful start to the session for Andy. When I messaged Andy and I said, oh fuck me. When I messaged Andy and he said, I said to him, I says, if you're good, we can have a session. I've got over myself now. And he goes, I know what you mean. It's the same with him. And I believe it's the same with anyone that plays CM on a regular basis, particularly in network games. Because like a normal solo game, you can just rage quit it. A network game, you can't. Now, Isaacson, I'll have a look what he is. Just remind me, who did he play for? Isaacson, I can't remember who he played for. Alright, see a minute. I don't think he's good enough, if I'm really honest with you. I'd probably get him for peanuts. I mean, I'll put a 300 grand offer in. Who's that, Daniel? No, he's no one. Let me check. So, Lujbo Kovacic. Let's take a look at him then. Surely I can find him with just his name, first name. Lujbo. Oh, he's not in my game. Oh no. Oh, I missed out a letter, didn't I? Okay, he's not actually too bad. Oh, he's got an injury period of 15. I'm not prepared to take a risk on that. Hasn't done brilliant. Yeah, but no, fair enough. I appreciate that, Whiskey Boy. Is it Steve, yeah? I'm guessing it's Steve, Whiskey Boy Steve. And I assume you like whiskey. So, let's oh, Medina accepted. Medina's an interesting one. We don't need a defensive midfielder, though. We don't really need anything, in all honesty, position-wise, and we've got a bit of money to work with. But, you know, if I can pick anything up that will strengthen my squad, then great, you know. But I'm not going to particularly go looking for something specific. If there's anything, I would like a right back. But I want it to be a proper fucking worldie. I don't want any shit, basically. I don't want no dog shit right back. It's got to be... Oh, it's Andy's. Fuck. There's nothing really jumping out the page. I quite like this right back, actually. I think I've looked at him before. I quite like him, looking at his attributes. And I think we'll be able to get him for quite cheap as well. His tackling is not great, is it? His pace and acceleration and his crossing, which are three massive ones for a fullback. Do you know what? I might just look to pick him up for dirt cheap. I might have to get him for £1.9 million. He is unhappy, so you never know. We will see. Let's see. The table looks like this then. Villa are the early pace setters. We've got games in hand, obviously. Oh, right, okay, Medina's agreed terms with Napoli, and we've got the mighty Ajax. Okay, this ain't going to be an easy game now. We've got any Dutch fans in the house? Ajax will not be an easy game. Let me just move my screen a minute. There we go. Okay. I think we'll give Shay Given the benefit of the doubt, maybe. What can we do? I think we need to put somebody else in on the sub. Olemba's the obvious, because he covers left back as well. Now, what did Karim get? Karim, he did well, Karim, but he's going to have to earn his place. He's going to have to earn his place because Harry Kewell, well, Harry Kewell is Harry Kewell, isn't it? Hersey will be on the bench. We've got such a strong team. We've got a really strong squad, and we've got some proper fucking depth now, haven't we? Proper depth all over the place. Boomer rejected, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's have a look at Andy's situation in Group H then. Wow, and I think I said this, didn't I? He'll be pleased with his group, but I don't know if anyone else has come across this before. I spoke to Andy about this, and I've spoken about this with other people. When you've got a game going, whether it be network or particularly solo games, and you're in a good run, you save, right? You close the game down, do whatever, you load, and it's like you load your save game, and it's all fucked up, like as in your morale is out the window, and everything goes wrong, and you think it's like someone's fucked around with it, you know. And I've had that numerous times. Now I remember, I think this is a myth to be honest with you, but somebody once said to me, it was to do with temporary files. Now I don't believe that. I've never even bothered to test it, but it's something to do with and I think that's bollocks, to be honest with you, because when I exit my game, when you exit any game of CM, like legitimately, I mean, you know, like exit, the temporary files go anyway. So I think it's got fuck all to do with that. I would love to know what it is. I mean, for all I know, it could be that, because it's almost like there's something. You got just look at Andy's opening 2 games to give you a rough example of that. You know. This is a must-win game for me in the Champions League, particularly because we've drawn the first. I think this is a much more important game, so I'm going to go full all out here. Oh, Hersey's on international. Oh, of course, he's at the Olympics, isn't he? I forgot about the fucking Olympics. Yeah, of course. Oh, Rob N's at the Olympics as well. We ain't got the money. Fuck him. So Andy looks like he's he's in control in his Champions League game. Good luck, Andy. Keep it going. And a nice win. Copenhagen 1, Villarreal 0. That puts them on top, courtesy of heads-up games against Liverpool being on the same points. It gets quite tricky when there's 3 teams on the same points, which can quite easily happen in the Champions League. Okay, here we go then. We take on the mighty Ajax. And we will go as is. Alan Smith will keep his place up. Oh, what fucking hell? Why did I do that? But I have got to make a few changes over here, haven't I? Robbie Keane's on an 8, 2 in 2. How can I drop Ronaldo? You know, Agahoa was superb last season for me. But it's all about. I mean, no one is assured their place. That's the bottom line. Always got a cup of tea in my hand. Okay, it's 2-0. Leeds 2, Ajax 0. Smith and Lee bastard features. Aymar's made it 3-0, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what we need. A nice, brutal European display. 63 on the clock. Let's go to the sidelines and make some changes now. Ronaldo's off, and let's bring on Let's bring on Agahoa, and I think Karim can come on for Harry Kewell as well. A little bit of game time for those guys, and it's 4-0. Second for Aymar. It's 5-0. Absolutely demolished them. Alan Smith again, superb. Ashley Cole, superb. Do you know what? Well, I can't grumble with that, can I? I cannot grumble. Seville 2, Rosenborg 0. And now we need to focus on the trip to Sheffield Wednesday in the league. What did our subs get? They both got 7s. I can't grumble with... Truth. Hello, Truth. Hey, pal. I'm glad you're doing another one of these lives. I do find your commentary... Well, entertaining is one way of putting it. Offensive, some people call it. Outrageous. Despicable. No, I appreciate that. Good of you to say so. Truth over lies. It's good. It's nice to see that. Do you know what? I haven't had this for ages, right? We had one a couple of months ago. A proper fucking troll, right? And you can imagine, right? with the way I am on any stream, I would fucking thrive on a troll, because I would, you know what, but the thing is, he wasn't making much sense. He was being a bit of a spastic. Hector Marino, DC for Mexico, was great in the Olympics. Okay, let me go and have a look at him then. We like this. I know I always say this to you, Andy. I know you're probably tuning in, Andy. But when people say, oh, try this guy, you're more than welcome to go for them at all, as well. For the simple reason, I'm not even thinking of these guys. Was it Hector Marino? I can't find a Hector Marino. Can't find a Hector Marino. The reason I did like that is because of the need to do some digging. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on, give me a break. Make it easy for me, for fuck's sake. I'm fucking doing no digging. Fuck you and your digging, that's what I say, Rice. Okay, so... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. Okay, so for those of you, a little plug here for the other content on the channel. For those of you that are part of it or not part of it, we did an update on King of the Dugout today. That went live this morning. We've done a little bit of simming on the latest instalment of Barely Legal. We've got a recent update on the Dav Patcher. That was done last week. Always plenty of content. And if ever anybody wants anything done specifically that I can accommodate, then just let me know. If you want to save reviewing, analysing, can't guarantee I'll be nice about it. Okay, Sheffield Wednesday against Leeds United, Yorkshire Derby, and we've got problems. What we've got going on at right back? For fuck's sake, Okoronkwo. Okay, that's fine. Simic can come in. Simic can come in for this game, and I'm going to bring in Ricata, who can cover left and right back. Okay, so what we've got going on in the middle of the field? Vogel started ahead of Decor. Kareem, Agahawa's not fit. Okay, it's because of fucking Nigeria, isn't it? African nations of some... Well, I'm guessing there's a whole load of African nations, is there? Whatever. Okay. I think we're going to get our players that are on international duty, Olympic duty. They'll all come back soon. Lee Bowyer continues to stay in the... I mean, I've got to keep an eye on Bowyer because he's on 5 yellow cards in 7 games, you know... Shay Given, I mean, it's a risky one on Shay Given, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt here at Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday against Leeds United in the Premier League. Every game is massive. Can you believe that? 1-0 up for 3 minutes before Leon Knight equalises. I'm assuming that's Leon Knight. Alan Smith and Amar with goals. We are back in front. It is Leon Knight. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds United 2. Amar's on 80%. He's got to come off. It looks like Ronaldo's going to have to come off as well. Got to really manage his minutes well. So, in all fairness, the Robbie Keane, you know, he can probably get some good game time. Robbie Keane's on, Kareem's on the other side of where Harry Kewell is, but we need that third goal. I want to put this game beyond reach of Sheffield Wednesday. We all know why that is. There it is, and it's the younger Kareem. 4-1, Ashley Cole. And a fabulous result again for us. Robbie Keane, the man of the match. Wow. Fucking hell, what's all that? Jeez. Okay, let's read that. Right, well you know what that's from. Right. The school can fucking piss off. Right, sorry about that, guys. You know when the postman comes, right? Am I the only one that thinks this, right? No one ever looks forward to mail anymore because anything that comes through that letterbox isn't good news. It's never good news, is it? It's either a bill or someone bitching or you know, do you know what I mean? Andy, Liverpool 1, Preston 0, back on top. Manchester United, we're going to have to keep an eye on United, aren't we? They're on 14 points out the first 18. Andy's on 15 points out the first 18. We are on 9 from the first 12. Early doors. Man United are yet to concede. They've drawn 2 games, clearly 0-0. We have to keep an eye on Aston Villa here, though. Shay Given had a good game. Let's go back to that a minute. Yeah, solid. Opening letters makes me so anxious. NGL. There's Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You sort of like you look for a hint on it, don't you? You look for like if it says on the back of it, Peterborough City Council, like like in my case, Peterborough City Council. You think, well, got a rough idea, but when it ain't got anything on you, it's probably a bill that you thought had gone. Do you know what I mean? You know, I know, right? I know they're from the school. I fucking know they're from the school. And I've got a lot of issues with my daughter's school at the minute, so I couldn't give two fucks about them. They can kiss my arse. And then they'll say, did you get the letter? I'll just say no. Just don't, I mean, you preach this thing, right? You preach, not you, but they preach this thing about saving fucking trees, yeah? So don't send me a letter, just send me the fucking email then. They do it to both. They send it to email and to there, and on postage. And I'm like, well, you're contradicting yourself. At least with email, you can say, I know it got delivered, because you can't really get away with saying it didn't arrive. Do you know what I mean? Okay. We looked at him before, didn't we? I'm not looking at buying him. I think we're losing money. And I'll tell you what I was going to look at actually. I forgot to look at this before. Andy pointed it out. Let's take a look at. Let's go to Andy a minute. His wage bill is per week. It's total wage bill squad per week 750 grand. Right? Me 1.3 million. It's near on fucking double. No wonder. I'm losing money. I mean, we've got plenty of money, to be fair. I think we didn't towards the back end of last season. That's for sure. Well, we certainly didn't towards the back end of last season. But, we essentially, we've got ourselves to blame, really. Isaacson's got a release. I'm not paying 3.2. Absolutely not. No fucking way. Just look at my shortlist. To be honest with you, I'd be interested in Jermaine Defoe. Defoe's a decent striker. I don't really need a striker though, in all fairness. So I'm not going to go OTT with it. Sorry, Andy, if you're waiting on me. Always looking around here at the unders, at the under 21s. Nothing really, nothing of interest. The workman is still here for next door. Fucking hell, God knows what he's doing next door. God knows what he's doing next door. Sorry, Andy. But yeah, that's a little subject there on the letters. I mean, now, back in the day where you'd hear, do you want to hear something funny? Fucking hell. Right, hang on. Costanzo. Right, now I'm gonna pursue this deal. £3.5 million. Defoe gets a ton of goals, especially against me, and gets nominated for. I don't need a striker, if the truth be told. I am tempted on Costanzo. We are going to have to offer him if we can. 35 grand a week though. I am very worried about my goalkeeper side of things. Let me see what money I've. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have a look then. What Defoe. I don't know how much he would cost, to be honest. He is a quality player, there's no doubt. If I didn't have to wait for Costanzo, I'd look at getting them both. Right, so going back, right, just making small talk, Mick. Right, so I'll tell you what happened the other day, right? So, I just spoke about the postman. The other day, right, the door goes, yeah, and I suppose that answering the door is a bit like what we just said about the mail, really. You think, who the fuck's that, right? And I opens the door, and it's an English guy, which was a start, and he says to me, he was basically wanting me to register to get milk, like to have milk delivered, and I said, I'm going to be honest with you, I've not seen a milk flow for fucking years, and he shows me this fucking he shows me this laminate, right? What's that? He shows me a laminate, and he says, we do this, we do that, and I was listening to it. I didn't like just shut the door in his face like I would do to a Joho. I said to him, okay. And then I said, and I always say you caught me at a bad time, but I just didn't want to speak. But I didn't want to be a cunt, believe it or not. And he goes, so I'll come back later on. So he comes back later on at 6 o'clock, and he says, you'll get a 20% discount. I went, all right, what, on an online order? He goes, no, if you order right now with me. I went, I don't want to order right now. I don't want to order right now. So he did. Oh, fuck off. Oh man. Oh, fucking Ronaldo, for fuck's sake! Son of a bitch! Shay Given's on a 5. Look at this. Again, Amar again. I'm going to bring Karim on as well. Again, we need to find something here. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And that bloody egghead gets a red card just to boot. We're beaten, well, fair and square. Look at that. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what his red card is for. Sliding tackle, we took the man rather than right. We've been beaten 1-0 by fucking Charlton. What a song that is. What a song. Right, I want you to now tell me, what TV show is that song from? That's living alright. Come on. Come on. Drum roll. Drum roll. Backer, formerly... I know. Steve. It is Steve, isn't it? But yeah, you couldn't script that shit, could you? And look at that. Just to make it worse, he's had 6-2-9-7. Aviz and Pet is absolutely correct. Well done. You get a fucking house point. Let's see how Andy's getting on. He's leading Newcastle by a goal to 0. Unbelievable, really is. It really frustrates me. Mate, I'm older. I guarantee I am older. I was fucking, I would have been 3-4 years old when Aviz and Pet first aired, 83, 84, whatever it was. Aviz and Pet though was fucking class. But it was, well, in my opinion, it was ahead of its time. And you'll never get stuff like that before. Again, you know, that sort of TV. Bit like you'll never get comedy like Only Fools and Horses. You'll never get that again. You know, people will try. You know, you'll never get another Del Boy. Right. Well, first things first. Ferdinand, you're getting a beating. Well, we'll do that anyway. We'll run out for 3 weeks. Of course he is. What an awful start to the season we've had. I'm going to bring Chotis back. Shay Given can go fuck himself. Rio Ferdinand. Dario Simic. Right, okay. I'm actually going to bring Bonera in at right back now for 3 games. Okoronko at centre back. That's going to be the lineup here. Olemba can be on the bench. We've obviously got problems over here, but I think it's obvious that Robbie Keane's going to start. Harry Kewell, 767. Harry Kewell, you need to sort it out. 10 games. This is your 10th game. I want to see more. I want to see more. I'm not afraid to drop anybody, and I mean anybody. That includes the likes of Ronaldo and Vieri if they're not performing. And of course, when they go off injured, they get a 6. You know, particularly if they get an injury after a few minutes, they get a 6, and it just fucks up their average rating. Well, don't get injured then, you fucking idiot. Old school sitcoms, can't write it anymore, nothing can come, absolutely, and I'll tell you one, right, and I'm a really big fan of this, right, in sickness and in health, absolutely fantastic, and you won't get that again because of the racial statements, and it really frustrates me, right, when I watch an old episode that pops up on fucking one of the Virgin channels, UK Gold or whatever the equivalents are, and they bleep it out, they cut it out, or they put this disclaimer saying some people might find this offensive, but this was the trending comedy at the time. Well, don't fucking put, you know, the only thing you put disclaimers for is when you have a film which is a 15. You know, like back in the day of Sky Movies, and you'd have that disclaimer at the start, all 18s. BBC are fucking wankers. They are fucking wankers. Alf Garnett, right, Warren Mitchell, the late Warren Mitchell, absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? Even the black guy, oh god, the guy that played Winston, Eamon something. I think he's in Chicago Fire. He's actually American. He's American now, but he played a black gay, and he was fantastic. He was really fantastic in his role. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's bullshit, isn't it? It's absolutely, because you're technically only paying for BBCs, aren't you? Because ITV you don't essentially pay for because of the adverts. Is that correct? Have I got that right? It's great. It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. You know, I mean, even on Fools and Horses, right? Fools and Horses, they'll have cuts. I was watching an episode of Fools and Horses, and I know Fools and Horses inside out, And it was an episode called The Class of 62. It's when Jim Broadbent returned, Roy Slater. And I was watching it, and there's this big cut. And I'm thinking, and I tried to work out what's been cut. And I worked out they cut about 3 minutes because there was a song playing. So, which fucking snowflake, which dickhead, right, said, I don't want it, but why? Why the fuck? And I can't work it out. I cannot work it out. You know, it does my fucking boxing, it really does. Rangers can go fuck themselves. You're not having Robbie Keane. He isn't happy though, isn't he? You're not having a new contract either, because you've got a contract up until 2012. So, Robbie Keane will not be getting a new contract. He's still got 8 years left on his deal. He's not going anywhere. I feel like Chelsea here, given the reason I gave long contracts, right, is because Robbie Keane, I felt he was going to be a big part. I still do. He's a big part of this game for me. And of course, this game is going to finish after season 10. So that was my method there. You could say maybe I shouldn't have done that because he's going to want a new deal, and he could go AWOL. That's the risk I'll take. The goalie will come, Rice. He'll come on a 35. He'll come on a 35 grand a week, but I've got to wait for the work permit. I'm going to have to work. I'm not giving, like I said, I'm not giving Robbie Keane. He's already on 48.5 grand a week. Now, the chances are, right, in fact, I'll tell you what. Let's see, let me offer him a new contract. See, he wants up to 60 grand, so I'll tell you what I'll do for him, yeah? There you go. I'll offer him 48.5 grand a week. And I think I've got to offer him the same contract that he's already on. Defoe rejected there, so that's fine. But I think by the time we're losing money, we're clearly losing money, but by the time that Costanzo deal comes in, we should still have sufficient to bring him in. It's another non-EU, which is not always a good thing. Well, it's clearly not. Okay, go on Andy, fucking tear them cunts apart, that's all I'll say. Meanwhile, we've got any Sunderland fans in the house because I'm going to fucking do a demolition job on them. You heard it here first. Demolition job on Sunderland. That's what's coming. Harry Kewell, you have got this game. Both of you, Kewell and Lee Bowyer, sort it out in this game. Because Karen is waiting in the wings to come in. And I've got players that will come in. Hersey's waiting. Karagunas will have Joe Cole. Richie Wells will have another game. As far as defence is concerned, I think the defence has done really, really well. Chiotis returns. Okay, we've dropped our captain, which of course is Rio Ferdinand. He's going to serve a one-game ban, it would appear. And look at this. Come on. 6 shots to 0. And absolutely nothing. Sometimes, right, I'm not going to... I know that you're going to think this is stupid, but I'm not prepared to make tactical changes because I'm dominating games, you know, and it's not as if I haven't got a decent striker, lethal striker. So we've won 1-0. Alan Smith with the only goal of the game. Well, Andy's having a difficult looking game there. He's had Sol Campbell and Ronaldinho off injured. Fuck me, he'll be seething at that, won't he? Let's have a look at what the potential injuries are. Ronaldinho is a thigh injury. Campbell is a knee injury. I bet you Campbell's injury, right, is that there's not enough black players. I fucking hate him. He's a fucking racist. He is a fucking racist. Stupid cunt. Nikiforenko never enjoys picking him up. Nikiforenko, he'll play well. He needs game time, and it's very difficult to give him game time. It's so difficult to give him game time. It really is. Yeah, I don't know. He's picking up. He's 25. Jelly and ice cream. I forgot what I said to warrant that statement. Jelly and ice cream. But now you've got me hungry. Jelly and ice cream. Liverpool, they're doing a demolition job. Good on them, is what I say. Good on them. Let's see how Man United got on. Did Man United playing? Oh, they won 3-0. Okay. In terms of our performance, Ashley Cole 9, Lee Bowyer 9, Smith 9, Kewell 7. That will probably be... I'm going to probably drop Harry Kewell now. He needed to get an 8. He needed to get a bare minimum 8. The fact that he's got a 7 is just not good enough. It's as simple as that. But what can you do? Sorry, Andy, you're waiting on me. 5-0 win for Andy. Stunning, Andy. Let's have a look at those injuries. 10 days for Ronaldinho. Relief. 3 weeks for Sol Campbell. Now we can focus on the Champions League away to Ajax. let's just have a look at what our game is after. Oh, it's Man United after. I think we're going to have to go B team on this, aren't we? We're going to have to go Rezzies. I think we've got no choice, have we? Okay, so we'll give... okay, we're going to have to make some severe changes here. Gareth Barry comes in. What did Bonera get me? That's 7. Okay. Okay, so we are going to make a lot of changes for the trip to Ajax. And I think, whilst I call it B team, I suppose it's not B team. You know, these guys are first teamers, or we expect to be first teamers. But because we have such, competition for places, you know, they've just got to take their chance. And that's this next game. Decore's going to return. Decore's on an A. I don't know if he's had 1 or 2 games. Now, if Decore, will you fuck off? If Decore gets me a 9 or a 10, do you know what I mean? It makes all the difference. Ibrahimovic usually comes available on a free back. I will have a look at him. That's a great shout. Great shout. Let's have a look then. There's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Free. Looks like he's signed a new deal. I'll tell you what though, right? Just gonna put a cheeky bid in of 4 million. I'll tell you why. Because unknown. He's not happy. He's not unhappy, but he's not happy. It's unknown, which would indicate that he's not. Well, fuck you, Robbie Keane. Fucking hell, Guinness isn't that expensive. Okay. Well, that's not happening. Right, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so Karim's ineligible. Harry Kewell, we said he was going to come out. I'm going to leave Lee Bowyer in. Agahoa can come in. We said Decore's going to come in. I think it's time now to give Joe Cole a chance. In fact, I'm going to give Harry Kewell. Ooh, what do you think? Yeah, no, fuck it. Joe Cole and Karagunas on the bench. And who we got that can go up top then? Vieri's injured. Of course he is. Vieri's injured, so we just need to determine Lee Bowyer's 95%. I might play attacking midfielders actually in order to give some more game time. So I'll tell you what we're going to do here. Nikiforenko's going to start. Agahoa's going to go up top. And I am going to give a game to Hersey in the middle of the park. Normal, quite consistent in this. I will go and check him. I will check him in. I'll check him now, actually. I think he's going to cost me too much. Always like picking up Pancevic. Decent striker, could be about 26. Okay, I think Ortega's a little bit too old, if I'm really honest with you. Let me check this guy. Yeah, I like him. Minimum release of 8.5. He would. Yeah. No, definitely Rice, definitely. And he is normally. I know my brother tends to go for him a lot. The problem with this guy is he's going to be another non-EU. He is a very, very good player, but I'm going to take Costanzo, assuming that deal does go through, which it should. It should go through. So Hersey gets his first game. I mean, this is proper fucking audition time here for the 10 outfield players. All 10 outfield players here need to perform. There's absolutely no excuses here. You could argue, why have I got Agahoa leading the line at top? I know Agahoa's got the right ability, the right attributes. Nikiforenko does play better as a number 10. So let's see how we do at the Amsterdam Arena. Karagunas 1-0. Ajax 0. Leeds United 1 in the Champions League. Victory today should, or pretty much, will assure qualification to the second phase. It's 1-0 at the break. Olemba's coming off at the break. Yeah, I think we've got to take Olemba off. And we're going to bring on Bonera. Gareth Barry can come in. But I want Bonera to go right back because Bonera's a better right back than he is centre back. It's Ajax 0. Leeds 1. It's 1-1. Landon fucking Donovan, 2-1, we're back in front. I can't commentate anymore like I used to because of that, because of things like that. Okay, decent display, an 8 for Cole, Agahoa, Karagunas and Chotis, 7s for everybody else, including the substitute. Ajax 1, Leeds 2. We haven't quite confirmed it yet, but we are pretty much there. But of course now, we've got a massive game. Let me just check what we've got going over here. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's. Whilst Andy's playing his game, let's go and sort our team out there. And Chotis, probably need to leave him play. I think he's a stronger one. He's certainly stronger than any of the other goalkeepers. But there's no doubt about that. I think we're going to have Gareth Barry then. Barry can cover left and centre back. Okaronka could move to right back if we had an injury. Amar can come in. Vogel. Decor didn't do it, did he? He didn't make it. Lee Bowyer will stay in. Harry Kewell, well, do we dare do it? Harry Kewell, big games, 14. Kareem, 7. Sorry, Kareem, you're going to be on the bench. That's the only reason I've done that. Meanwhile, Ronaldo's not going to be fit. I think it's going to be Robbie Keane and Alan Smith. Okay, and I think Agahoa will lead the back line. Do you know what? I'm not going to put Agahoa on the back line. I'm going to put Alberto Luque. I want an out-and-out striker. An out-and-out striker just in case. Let's see how Andy's getting on. 1-0 is leading. Rossini's in fabulous form. Look at that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolute great. He's got to be happy with that. I think with me playing Man United, I think Andy would probably rather us draw. I think it would be a perfect result for him if we drew. If there had to be a winner, I would say he might probably prefer Man U, because there's probably more chance of me slipping up to AI than what there is. Sorry. He'd probably want me to win, because there's probably more chance of me slipping up to AI than what there is Man U. So, I don't know. We'll see. Meanwhile, let's just go to the late. He's still 1-0 up. With Villarreal winning, that's interesting. It puts a bit of pressure on him, really, in respect of that he's got to win. He's had Rossini's missed a penalty. We just spoke about Rossini, didn't we? And Prutton's injured. Fucking hell. Villarreal 4, Copenhagen 1. Solid result for the Spanish side. Liverpool win 1-0. That's the first and foremost. Let's just take a look at the injury to David Prutton. 10 days. I think he'll be happy with that. But I'll tell you one thing, right? Alan Smith, big game's 19, and this is a big game coming up. The thing is, right, you see the term big games. Now, what is the definition of big game? Because I remember, right, I used to play football, and I remember the referee, he was a nice lad, and he said to me, he goes, I treat every game as a World Cup final. And I like that concept. So when I play CM, right, I treat every game as a World Cup final. So every game is a big game. Do you know what I mean? So technically speaking, big games and consistency are pretty much the same fucking attribute. Do you know what I mean? You know, big games 19 for Alan Smith, consistency 17. I expect everybody to be turning up. And if his big games is low, you know, are we talking cup finals? Are we talking derbies? I mean, this, for me, is a massive game. This is an absolute massive game. What's our predictions, guys? Because I think I'm going to struggle here at Man United. I really do. Let's just keep an eye on our money. I genuinely think we're going to struggle. Man United is still, I've got Carlos Bianchi still as the manager, 4-1-2-1-2. It'll probably be long ball that they play, which I just think is just disgusting. What do we think? I'm not going to make any other changes, to be honest with you. I am actually going to decide now then on who's going to be my captain. I'm going to give it to Vogel if he can speak English, basic language, or maybe Lee. Nah, how can I really give it to Lee Bowyer? 17 influence, but he's a bad disciplinary concept. Okay, do you know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, here we go then. It's Manchester United. There they are, 4-1-2-1-2. Some of it with Bob, long ball attacking. Here we go. Yeah, Alberto Luque. We got him on a Bosman. Well, we've had a great start. Can't grumble at that start. Smith and Kewell, original Leeds players, of course. Fuck you. Andy Cole. Okay, I don't think we can make many changes to this. Robbie Keane's not had a good game, has he? I'm going to bring Robbie Keane out. And I'm going to bring Kareem in. I'm going to bring Kewell over. I think Kewell he's actually a better forward. Attribute-wise, he's a better forward than he is AM. But he's been AM for me for the last 3 years. So we'll see how he flares up now in the second half. Living on tender hooks here. We need that third goal. We need to... Amar's got an injury. And now we're going to have to make changes. Now we have to make tactical changes. Okay, Oliver Decor comes on. Lee Bowyer moves a little bit more advanced. He's got attributes to suit attacking, and we've scraped the win. And I do stress scrape because the draw was probably a fair result. Man United 1, Leeds 2. Okoronkwo, Vogel, Keane, Decor, piss poor, real piss poor. Klomp, Smith, Amar all did well. It's a very, very important result. Massive result for us. Who's that for oh, right, okay. Okay, I'm not sure how long's left in this game, but it's Crew 1, Liverpool 1. Yeah, he's I got him as a Bosman, but how can I watch the update on King of the Dugout when you are live? You'll have to. Hello, Mark. How you doing, Mark Rutgers? Well, you'll have to fucking wait, won't you? I've been very, very gentle on that video, particularly to you, right? You just fucking remember that. And he leads 2-1. Liverpool lead 2-1 at Crewe Alexandra. It's Manchester United 1, Leeds United 2. A reminder, guys, and for you, Andy, I can only play till 1:30. 1:30 is the benchmark, guys. It's Manchester United 1, Leeds 2, the final score here at Old Trafford, and Liverpool doing a job. Thanks, dude. I also deserve all the love. I've probably been brutal to one person. One person I think I've called a cunt. Okay. Big result from Andy. I think when you're playing away to someone like Crewe, a team that are not going to have great resources, you're under a little bit of pressure. Here's our situation then. Meanwhile, we've got a Champions League game where we're going to definitely go second string. I'm like a pathetic manager, need to have some sympathy support. Mate, I've been fucking good to you, and when you watch it, listen to it, you will know, and you'll come back to me and go, oh, thanks. You fucking see. Okay, so we've got Champions League, and we are going to go, we're going to change things up a little bit, particularly whilst we've got Arsenal coming up. Vieri's going to return. I want Vieri to return. I might bring in Agahoa for a bit of game time. Chotis, I need Chotis to get me an 8 because I need him to get above that 7 mark. That is just not good enough. You know, that's the bottom line. Under 7 is just unacceptable. It really is. Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Alright, okay. So let's see now then, let's see. Okay, Liverpool are at Villarreal. So whilst Andy's doing that, I will pick my team. Olemba, we gave him a bit of game time, didn't we? So let's put him at left back. He's had his 1 game ban. Or did we win? Did it get rescinded then? I don't remember him having a ban, but it might have got rescinded, but fuck him. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do here. Gareth Barry can play at the back with Ferdinand. There you go. Okoronkwo on the bench because he covers all defensive baselines. I'm going to give Decor another game, another opportunity. I feel maybe. There we go. Hersey. Do I give Hersey another game? Who's playing at number 10? Vieri returns. Robbie Keane's on the bench. Okay. Agahoa will start. Harry Kewell on the bench. Let's put ourselves another defender in. We'll put Klomp in. Why are you unhappy? Oh, whatever, you dickhead. And Lee Bowyer. I mean, we've got Dabo as well. Arcidius back. He hasn't yet. Is he still listed? Alright, let's just take him off the list. Fuck that. £9 million auto value. You never know. You never know from Arcidius back. Right, okay. Let's see how Andy's getting on in Europe. 0-0 at Villarreal. Got a shift latest. Thanks for streaming. PS, where's the next Better League update? Well, I'm still simming it in a minute. I sim a bit at a time in between stuff. So let's say, because it takes a long time to sim, because you've got to think I've got all the leagues open. I'm on maximum database. But probably, I don't know, mate, because I weren't really intended to get much video time done during the Easter holidays because the children are off school and stuff. But I've locked them in their room and I've given them bread and water to keep them out of the way. So if you hear someone screaming, that's what it is. So yeah, you'll just have to persevere with us, Rice, mate. Just persevere. But yeah, cheers for dropping in, Rice. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're all over. Liverpool have won 1-0. Rossini in the 87th minute. That should be enough for qualification for Andy, and it is. He will win the group with a game to spare. We are on the brink of our qualification. But now the B team, well, I don't like calling it, I said that, didn't I? I think Andy calls it B team. But now the fringe players have another chance. Ferdinand, it's a big game for Ferdinand. It's a big game for Chotis in goal. You know, Cole and Karagunas, big games for them as well. Rio Ferdinand will take the captaincy armband. Maybe might give that back to Bowyer. Why is that paused? Well, I don't like pauses. We don't like pauses. We've got a lot of pauses here. Okay, looks like it's rectified itself. Half time, 0-0. So Christian Vieri, for fuck's sake, look at that. Okay, so Agaha goes up top. No, Agaha was not going up top. I'm going to bring Kewell on and put Kewell up top. Okay, let's see what we can find. 6 shots to 1. We've dominated the game, so there we go. Joe Cole. Joe Cole scores. We are looking good. 2-0. Joe Cole again. And a fine result. Very well played from the substitutes indeed. The fullbacks did extremely well. 2-2 Ajax and Rosenborg. We win the group in absolute style. Just like the fact that I have the biggest stadium. Feels like I have accomplished something. I've mentioned that, Mark. I have mentioned that in the video about your stadium, and you're right. I think it is a very, because I even said that whether you make European football this season or not, you're still going to have that stadium there. So you were in a position to take a risk on the investment. I've also been very complimentary towards Lee, and I feel it's justified. But you'll hear that. Okay, so we take on the mighty Arsenal now. We are going to make some changes here. Chotis must have got me an 8 in that game. Yeah, he did. So needed to see that. Shea Given, Ashley Cole left back, Bornero right back. Klomp and Okaronko at the back. Vogel, Amar's injured for 10 days. So I'm feeling Joe Cole, Lee Bowyer, Harry Kewell. I'm moving Kewell over to the right. That is the big thing here. Harry Kewell's moved over to the right. Ronaldo's still not fit. So I'd say we're still going to have Keane and Smith. Vieri's a bench boy. Kareem, we're going to bring Hersey as a substitute. And Olemba will come as well. Joe Cole will not be playing at 91%. Okay, so with that in mind, somebody's going to get the nod here. Do you know what? Let's give Hersey the nod. Karagunas on the bench. Again, massive game. Leeds against Arsenal. They're playing. Well, that's interesting. 4-4-2. Have they changed their manager? Let's just check who their manager is. Do you know, I didn't even pay attention. So their last manager had 3 at the back. Hence why I was able to get hold of Ashley Cole, because he was very unhappy. But what a brutal first half. We've come out flying. Keane, Kewell and Hersey have all got goals. 3-0 at the break. Cannot grumble at that at all. I still will moan, of course I will. 20 minutes to go. Let's see about making changes now. Don't feel we need to. I'm going to bring... Olemba is more of a left back, isn't he? I've not done his figures. Shit. Did I do Coles? What did I forget to do? Olemba. Bollocks. Okay, so I need to look what he is for. Do you know what? We'll stay as is. We'll go as is. It's Leeds 3. Oh, come on! Fucking bastard features, isn't he? Okay, let's bring Karim on then. Karim, we've got to keep an eye on how Kewell does. Final score 3-0 win. Karim did shit. Kewell 9. Interesting because he was on the right side. Okay, very, very important result. Liverpool 1, Ipswich Town 0. Big result indeed. 9 wins from 10 for Andy. I mean, we win our games in hand, right? We go to 24 points. We're 3 points off the pace. So there's still a long, long way to go. Let me just see that. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Right, ready. Right, where were we? Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I would still sell Vieri if I could. I really would, because the injuries have been a real fucking pain in the arse for Christian Vieri. You know, I don't quite know what more I'm supposed to do. I remember that guy, Jonas Wallastad. Is it what? Yeah, Wallastad. What a player. See you later. Okay. Oh wow! Shit! Totally forgot about him. So he's been out for 7 months. I thought it was 8 actually. Okay, so NDIE is back. He's back available and fit to play. Hersey's out for 2 weeks, of course he is. Amar's out. So maybe Joe Cole. Maybe. Karim was piss poor. Ronaldo is available. It's a tricky one, isn't it? We've got the League Cup coming up. Okay, so the League Cup, that does change things a little bit. No, right, okay. Okay. Costanzo has agreed. Work permit. There we go. Now then, this is interesting because Costanzo should have arrived in time. Yeah, there we go. Franco Costanzo arrives, and I might give him a game. I might just give him a game. I'm gonna give Vieri a game. We'll put Luque on the bench. I'm going to put in my non-EUs. I've got to be careful with my non-EUs, really. I want to give Costanzo a game. We'll give Costanzo a game. Do you know what? Marvin Andrews. Forgot about him as well, to be honest with you. We're going to give Olemba in at left back. Olemba at left back. I'm going to bring Bonero. I'm going to keep Bonero in. Marvin Andrews. No, do you know what? NDIE can come in along with Rio Ferdinand. Yeah, okay. So we've got 2 non-EUs being used at the minute. It looks like Ronaldo. I'm going to leave Ronaldo off because sorry guys, I'm going over something in my head. I want to give a bit of game time to this man, Archidius back. I want to give Archidius back some game time. Joe Cole can have another game. I want him to have another game, and I'm going to give another game to Decor. And I feel it's time to give a chance. Do you know what? Decor can fuck off actually. Dabo and Wellens are going to get games. Why is Klopp unhappy? He probably wants a new contract or something. He's being a dick. I will go and check quickly why. Probably because of his nationality. Yeah, he wants. He's worried about a replacement signing. Okay, this is the game to do it, isn't it? This is the real game to do it. Bonero is normally a starter for me, but I want to just keep a little bit of discipline at the back. I think just precautionally. Let me just make sure I've got all my non-EUs. Right, Ferdinand takes the armband. Norwich, let's see what Norwich are. Norwich are fifth in the first division, but, you know, even so, we should still... Oh, come on! Robbie Keane 1-1. Robbie Keane would normally start in the first team, so I want to have a little bit of blend. Vieri, I've got him transfer listed, Vieri. Joe Cole, 95%. He's coming off at the break. Karagunas is on. Let's see if we can get to 60 minutes and maybe make another change. It is Norwich 1, Leeds United 4. On the hour now. Vieri is in great form, but I am going to take him off in order to give Alberto Luque just a little bit of game time. Let's see what Alberto Luque can do for me. And he scores. It's 5-1. Bounce back from 1-0 down. Final score Norwich 1, Leeds 5. 10 for Vieri. Dabo 9. This is what we need to see. Costanzo did very, very well. Liverpool 3, Tottenham 0. That was a difficult looking third round tie, and the fourth round draw's been made. Can you believe that? We've got Manchester United. I didn't even realise. Liverpool are at Cardiff City. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Our next game then is a trip to Fulham. We can go second string against Rosenborg in the Champions League, and we inevitably probably will. So we have got to decide now who's going to start in the league game in goal. I feel Costanzo's going to start. I really do. Costanzo's possibly going to start. That's one nonny. That's one. Oh, Klopp's injured for 2 weeks. Okay, Klopp's injured for 2 weeks. NDI, you got a 7. Okay, well, it is what it is. Bonera at right back. Who do we have at left? Who do we have at... we had Klomp, didn't we? So maybe I'm thinking Gareth Barry. Yeah, I think Gareth Barry. So that's 2 non-EUs used. 2 non-EUs. I think Vogel's the obvious. I am going to put in Dabo. Dabo can actually play, essentially, he can play at right back. So he will start on the bench. Back. Well, he's not eligible for the Champions League, is he? We're going to have to make decisions now. I don't want to risk too much. I certainly don't want to risk playing a complete weakened team, because I can play that in the next game. So I get a little bit carried away with giving people game time, you see. Joe Cole started to come good here. So Joe Cole and Harry Kewell. Well, Lee Bowyer, is he? Where's Lee Bowyer? Right, Lee Bowyer can come here. Okay. Carrion can go onto the bench. We've got one more non-EU slot available, and I'm going to give that to Ronaldo. We'll give that to Ronaldo, and we're going to put Vieri to lead the front line, if we can. By the way, 6. Sorry, who, me? Yeah, we've got a couple of games in hand. We've had a couple of shit results. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, how did I make that mistake? Okay, so... so Ferdinand can come in there. But it does mean that we've got another spot going up top then, haven't we? We've got another spot going up top. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I don't know. I'm going to put Vieri up top. I'm going to put Smith up top. Smith's man. Okay, it's Fulham against Leeds United. 1-0, Ronaldo, 11 minutes. Surprised he's not fucking injured. 2-0, Ashley Cole. We've got both Coles playing today. Joe Cole's got a knock, and he's going to come off. Arcadius back, I feel, plays really well there. We can't make too many more changes, can we? We've moved Kewell back over to the left side. We need to keep an eye on how well he performs on the right side of them attacking midfield 3. Not the greatest performance. I mean, yeah, we've been better, and we got the victory. That's all that counts. Very fine result indeed. Back got me an 8. Ronaldo a 9. The man of the match went to Michael Oakes at Fulham. The most important thing is we've got the 2-0 victory. It's Leicester 1, Liverpool 0, the latest score. Manchester United 6, Manchester City 0. The final score, Poborski 2 for 2 for Keane, 2 for Scholes, and 1 for Andy Cole. That's bizarre, isn't it, Poborski? Well, what can we say? What can we say? Any other notable? Sheffield Wednesday 0, Chelsea 3. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank still going. I knew he was transfer listed. I remember it coming up. Sami Hyypiä is a great defender. I think he was already gone from Liverpool. No, what am I talking about? I'm surprised Andy sold him. And while I say that, actually, I can see why he sold him. Because of his first season. That's why he sold him. Ordinarily, I find Hyypiä a quality defender. It's funny the way it works, really, in the game, isn't it? Wow, Leicester 2, Liverpool 0. Which Shields is that? Is that Tony or Dean? Robbie. Still fancy Andy to come back in that game though. Let me just check my messages, which I've got all over the place on WhatsApp. Okay. Whilst we're waiting, guys, give me 1 minute, alright? Right, what we got is 2-1. Ferguson after 45 on the stroke of half time. Give him some optimism for the second half. I think he must have kicked off the second half because the way I read it on the video printer is if it's half time and it's literally half time, it will say HT. So it says second as soon as you kick off. Of course, he might have paused for whatever reason. And of course, when it's a video printer like this, you don't know how long's left. You know, it's funny really because Andy don't know the Man United score. He can't see the Man United score, and obviously he's heard me say it, but he won't see it live because the video printer will only be as far as his minute. So if he's in the 60th minute of the game, the video printer for all the games will only be as far as the 60th minute. For me, they go to whatever minute I'm at full time, so I can see all results apart from Andy's, which still says it's latest, which we know. Oh, Matty Everton scored. Little Mushy. Matty Everton, he was known as Mushy. There's 2-2, Rustico! 79 minutes on the clock. Leicester 2, Liverpool 2. 11 minutes to find a winner for Liverpool. It's all over. It's all over. We'll have a look at those stats in a minute. I'm just going to take a pot shot here that Andy dominated it. I would expect both of us to dominate games, against teams like Leicester at this stage. So we'll see in a moment. Man United with a big result. It is 2 points dropped for Andy. You know, he knows it's 2 points dropped, and he'll be gutted. He'll be gutted. Just waiting for Alan Thompson. Just waiting for Andy. There we go. Let's have a look. I don't know. They had more shots than what I thought. I mean, he was a better side. I mean, look at that. 10 out of 14 on target. But to be fair, they did better than I anticipated. So I don't think he'll be too angry. He'll be disappointed, but he won't be as angry as what I thought he would be. Okay, so we're now looking at the Champions League. You know, it's inevitable. It's going to be second string to both of us on this, and I'm going to give a game to Vulgaris. I'm going to give him his second game, and just hope, you know, that he can do something. Olemba can come in, Simic can come in, Gareth Barry and Ferdinand. Bonera can go on the bench. In fact, I think Okoronkwo will be available, but we'll put him on the bench. In defensive midfield, we're going to give it to Decor. Dabo, no, Dabo can't play. What am I doing? Dabo can't play. Of course he can't. We'll put Lee Bowyer on the bench. He's on a yellow card. Do you know what? I'm unsure about Decor now, actually, because I don't want him to be suspended for the next game. You know, I don't want to. I think they lose that yellow card, don't they? They lose that thing for the second. I hope So we'll see, I guess. I think I might bring in Joe Cole for this game. Joe Cole on the left, Harry Kewell on the right. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think Cole is doing a good enough job to make a start in place all the time. But when Amar returns from injury, it's going to be difficult. You know, Harry Kewell's going to have to have stepped it up. Keep an eye on this guy in our resis now. Let's see how he's... Do you know what? That gave me the idea that just as I saw that, because we didn't name him for the Champions League, but he is only 19, so for the first phase, until he turns 20, we can name him. Paul Robinson's out injured in our resis. Okay, not a problem. I like Kaluzny. I do like Kaluzny, but, well, we don't need him, do we? What did Costanzo just get me in that second game? 7, okay, not a problem. I'm feeling now we're going to bring in Cherno Samba. Samba will come on. Agahawa will play behind him. Nikiforenko will be on the bench. And now in the middle of the park, I'm going to give it to Karagunas. We'll put Boya on the bench. We've got injuries all over the fucker. Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on those. Keep an eye on those guys that are on yellow cards. Harry Kewell's on 94%. So after all that from Harry Kewell, do you need one? Give her that one there. Okay, I'm going to make a bit of a risky one here. I'm going to actually take Agahoa. I'm going to put Agahoa into attacking midfield. I didn't really want to be honest with you, but I don't want to risk Harry Kewell. We'll have to keep an eye on Agahoa and see how he does. Does? What the fuck does that even mean? Does? Okay, Samba. Samba is a hell of a penalty taker. Let me show you Samba. Last season he had a few games, and you can't grumble with that, can you? You cannot grumble with 4 games, 7 goals. Let's see if Samba can get one. And we are trailing 1-0 in Rosenborg. This will be unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. It's Rosenborg 1, Leeds 0. Unreal. 4-9. Look at the stats. We've equalised with Samba Agahoa. 2 goals in 4 minutes. And we are 3-1 up. Wow. Brutal last 14 minutes, it's fair to say. Simic superb, Samba superb. Great performance from most of the outfield players by Karagunas. Vulgaris a 7, he recovered. And we win the group. We win the group. So Andy's gonna... We need to see really where Andy is in his group. Where he is in his group in terms of winning it. I think he's won it, hasn't he? Yeah, he's won the group. So we're going to avoid each other, all being well, in the next phase. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will focus on my league game a few days. I'm not sure if he's going to be fit. Abadi, how you doing? Good. I'm really well. Hope you're good. Good of you to drop in. Not sure how much longer I'm going for though, but you've come to an important part of the game. Okay, so I think Joe Carr. I don't think Amar's going to be fit. I don't think Amar's going to be fit in time. Richie Wellens has had 2 games and he's done alright, hasn't he? It's a tricky one. It's going to be really fucking tricky. Costanzo possibly as one of the non-EUs. We can have 3, can't we? We can have 3. 1, 2. Klomp is out, so Okoronkwo and Ferdinand. So that's 2. That's 2. I'm going to have Samba on the bench for this next game. Robbie Keane is going to be on. Is going to start. I've got 1 more space. How is Ronaldo doing with you? Apart from getting injured quite a bit frustrating to be honest. You're 5 in 10. Yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating. We're picking up minor injuries, nothing major, But I think it's been very difficult because Robbie Keane has done really well. Do you know what? With that in mind, I'm actually going to give Ronaldo the game here. I think I'm going to give Ronaldo the game. We're going to put Robbie Keane on the bench. And that would be our 3 non-EUs. That's if Joe Cole... Yeah, Joe Cole will be fit in time. And then we've got a space going in the middle of the park, which I'm going to give it to... We're going to have to give it to Bowyer, aren't we? I think it's a big game. Richie Wellens can still work for it. He really can still work for it. That's going to be our lineup for the next game. Amar won't be fit. I feel that we're in a better position, squad depth-wise, that we're able to deal with various injuries. You know, Amar's been, he has been missed in respect of how well he's done. I mean, Amar, 5 goals, 3 assists, and 8 in 12. But we've been, Joe Cole's been able to step up. Look at Hersey. Hersey could step up. Alcohol was not getting the sort of game time that he got last season. But he's had chances. And there's nothing, you can't deny that. I would like to give Dabo another game if I could, somewhere on the line. NDIE, you know what? He's waiting for another game, isn't he? Liverpool win 4-0. Let's look at our second phase group now. Then we have got not the highest, not the worst group in the world. It's fair to say. Barcelona, Schalke, and Sporting. Let's just go and check who Andy's got. Wow, Lazio, Munich, Man United, and Rosenborg. What happened there? Atletico, Dortmund and Roma is a difficult-looking group for Andy. Chelsea, Milan, PSV and Villarreal. I think you need Ivan De La Pena. As far as I remember, he's one of the best in the game. Let me go and check him. I don't know what sort of money we've got left, to be honest with you. We did buy Costanzo, the goalkeeper. Ivan De La Pena. Let's have a look. Oh, that ain't him, is it? Is that right? I must... Is that him? Is that Ivan? Is that the guy? Ivan Lopez de la Pena. My only worry about him is he has got some good attributes. Oh, he's injured at the minute. Oh, fuck off! He's injured for 3 months. Fuck off. He has some good attributes, to be honest with you, in the right areas, I feel. But he's 28. He's 28. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We take on Everton at home. I think Andy's got a weekend game. Oh, for fuck's sake. A week for Okoronkwo. I'm going to give the game to NDIE. He can come in. Ashley Cole's not fit. So Alemba can come in. We've got another injury over there, have we? Oh, Boyu's suspended. Of course he is. Of course Boyu's suspended. Prick. Okay, that's fine. So Richie Wellens is getting the nod. Oh, hang on. He's not going to be fit. Oh, he is. 100% he's fit. Okay, well that changes things, don't it? That changes things completely because I'm going to put in Amar where he played most of last season. Right slap bang in the middle. Let's see then. We take on Everton. As we chop and change some more, and Harry Kewell is off injured, for fuck's sake. Okay, so Dabo's going to be the man that comes in here. Although he's not playing his preferred DMC slot. Look at that, what an awful first half of football. 5% is Harry Kewell. I'm just going to sit back and just hope. Sit back and hope. 14 minutes to go. I'm going to make another change now. Then let's give Samba a little bit of game time. 14 minutes. What can he do for me? Final score, Leeds 1, Everton 0. Samba got me a 7 in 14 minutes, can't argue. Daniel Bonero, superb. Costanzo did very well. Man United have drawn at Tottenham 0-0. Well, what can I say? Little bit pissed off because the injuries just seem to be mounting up. Is there any game you're really looking forward to tonight in the World Cup playoffs? To be honest with you, no, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a big fan, right, of 3 weeks. For fuck's sake, I'm a big fan of all the home nations. Despite the hatred of England and Scotland, I like to see all the home nations do well. And I watched both of those penalty shootouts simultaneously on a stream. To see Wales and Ireland get knocked out, I was gutted. I was pissed off. So I am half Italian. So I would like to see Italy get past. Is it Bosnia? I'm not really fussed. I think the way that they've drawn out the playoffs is silly. I think the expansion is just to keep it. You know, it's all for money, isn't it? To have more games. So you know, that's my honest opinion on that. So Harry Kewell is out injured now, then that changes things. We're going to Villa. Andy, can we save after that game? After Saturday's 20th, we'll save after that game. So be a good time to save. So with Harry Kewell out then, what did Dabo get me? Dabo got me a 7, okay. NDI did well, got me an 8, didn't he? I would like to bring Archidius back in, if I'm really honest. But to bring Archidius back into the fold, we're going to have 4 non-EUs. Someone's going to have to make way. Costanzo has to start, I feel. If Okoronkou's out, and he is, Olemba's doing really well at left back. Well, we'll re-look at this when we have the game, I feel. Liverpool 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, the latest score at Anfield. Andy will fancy himself to take this convincingly. Again, you know, Sheffield Wednesday, I think when you're at home, you've got that massive advantage. And he leads on 74. Ronaldinho has scored goal involvement number 11 of the season for Ronaldinho. Is that Steve McManaman? Still going strong. George Boateng? Wow, look at that, what a season he's having. Going back to what I was saying about when you look at the live video printer, because I've not got a game, I have to go with Andy's live minute. I could have watched the Villa game and played it till 90 minutes, and it'd be, you know, just so you know. Yeah, so that's my philosophy on that, Abadi. Okay, we've got injuries galore. I mean, look at this. The injuries galore is just absolutely crazy. So we'll have one more game, guys. Be a good time. Have we got internationals? I think we might have, actually, mightn't we? So we've got a game at Villa, and then it'll tie us in nicely for the end of the session. Ashley Cole, I don't know if he's going to be back in time. Let's have a look at his stats. Fucking hell. Can you imagine if he didn't get that victory? If he didn't get that victory, he'd have been fucking seething. I'm just looking at Andy's message. All keepers are getting 8, 9s and 10s against me. Ridiculous. Mate, I know. You know, do you know what's bizarre, Andy, right? It's fucking bizarre because it's exactly, and I said this before we started, you know, these things going roundabouts, and you, oh, look at that, and you might easily get one. Well, me and Andy have to take note on that. That Man United have just brought Fabio Cannavaro. That's a bit of a bastard, really, isn't it? Because it's just going to strengthen Manchester United. You know, well, it will. There's no doubt about that. It's a bit shit. Okay, but it is what it is. Either one of us could have looked for him, maybe. But, it is frustrating. It is frustrating, Andy. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on messages. I've got hundreds of fucking, well, maybe exaggerated, several WhatsApp messages, several text messages, and oh look, Vodafone. You always know, right, when you get loads of messages, there's always one from Vodafone, isn't there? Okay. Yeah, there was internationals. I don't like internationals because you all know, you know, we could quite easily get an injury in it. We fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Oh, and there you go! There you go! Well, it definitely was through the game, weren't it? Look, so selected, right, and injured. So let's just see if it was actually in the game. It was clearly in the game. So I was going to give him a game, weren't I? I was going to give him some game time, but now that changes things. So, no, Jonathan Woodgate is not going anywhere. I don't want to be putting the values of these players at 20 million because then they get unhappy because they've got an unrealistic value. I just want teams to fuck off. You know, I don't, you know, if they're available for transfer, I don't know. Right, okay, last game of the session then, guys. And we need to sort our team out. So Joe Cole's fit enough, Vogel's fit enough. So we've got one non-EU slot available. Do you know what? No, I haven't, have I? I hadn't made a decision. How bizarre was that? I hadn't made a decision who was going to start off. So that's answered it for us. It really has helped us. But we are going to make a really, really big change here. We're going to bring in Hersey. And that will put us sub 2 as Liboya. I feel that maybe Amar has proven to play well in the centre of the midfield. Hersey on the left, because he's left-footed and he's also a forward. Joe Cole on the right. Joe Cole can essentially play there as well. So, but we've got Bowyer on the bench. We've got Robbie Keane, Samba, and we've got Gareth Barry. Actually, might need to just change something. I am going to make one change on the bench. It's going to actually be Riccarta, because if we have an injury at centre-back, we can move Olemba or Bonera there. Riccarta covers left and right back, but he probably, you know what, I'm probably going to sell him. I'm not going to be using him. It's just ideal for the substitute. Okay, last game of the session then. Let's just keep an eye on our money as well. Yeah, money's fine. Okay, Marvin Andrews yet to get any game time, and he's 1-2-1, Woodgate, 1-2-4. We're going to keep an eye on all that, obviously. It's Aston Villa against Leeds. And we lead through Hersey, 1-0. I just want to get what the doctor ordered, and that is 1 up by 20, 2 up by half time, 3 up by 70. Well, we're not quite there. Ronaldo 87%. I'm going to let him stay on the field for the moment. We'll get to 60. That's 2-0. Olemba has scored. And Ronaldo's coming off for Robbie Keane. Olemba's got a bit of a knock actually, 82%. But I'm going to bring Riccarta on for his first bit of action. Aston Villa 0, Leeds United 2. 2-1. Squeaky bum time in the last 5 minutes. 3-1. Vogel. Final score, Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 3, 8 for Hersey, and 9 for Amar, and 8 for Cole. Vogel 9, Ferdinand did well, Olemba, Bonnet, yeah, they all did well. Very, very happy indeed. Now then, Liverpool 2 up at Arsenal. What a scoreline. Massive scoreline for Andy. Man United have won 4-0. They look really strong. Van Nistelrooy, is that Andy Cole with a hat-trick? The game is broken when Andy Cole is scoring a hat-trick for Manchester United. 3-0 for Liverpool. This was definitely a potential banana skin for Andy. I think he'd have been a little bit pessimistic having this game as the last game of the session, because it's nothing worse than, as I said this before, nothing worse than losing or dropping points on the last game of the session, particularly after he dropped points against Leicester. But he's looking comfortable, isn't he? He's looking very comfortable. Rossini has got 2 more goals. So far, that's 19 goals now in 14 starts. Steven Gerrard, he's having a great season, Gerrard. He's managed to stay injury-free, it would appear. So great stuff there. Manchester United, as I said, look really strong. We'll have a quick gander. We'll do a quick couple of saves. Like normal, we save it and then we back up save it as well. I think Andy don't play it as he might not micro plays it, but I have it as ultra fast. Sometimes I go slow. 4-0 Rossini again. Sometimes I go slower, and sometimes it's normally when I'm a little bit pissed off and angry, and I'm still pissed off in the previous session, but I think I've got over that now. Is that Ronan or Michael? Michael Ricketts gets a consolation for Ronaldinho red card in the last minute. He could have done without that, that's for sure, because it means he'll miss games. Unless he wins the appeal. Final score, Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 4. Dominant performance. Let's just do a quick couple of saves now then. And there we go. all done. Let's take a look at the table then. It looks like this. 34 from 39 for Andy. And 27 from a possible 33 for me. So, we win our games in hand, we can go to within 1 point. Chelsea, they'll keep up pressure as well. They're up there. Charlton are up there. Manchester United will always be a force, but they've been drawing games. 2 goals conceded this season. Yeah, it's been a tricky one, hasn't it? The League Cup then, we're in the Intercontinental Cup, that's coming up in the next session that we play. The League Cup looks like this. We've got to play our 4th round games, and then the quarter-final draw's been made. We have avoided each other, so Chelsea or Swindon will take on, for fuck's sake. So we'll take on Chelsea, should we get through Man United. It's such bad luck sometimes, isn't it, with the Cup? It really is. I don't want to call it bullshit, I think it's just bad luck, isn't it? You know, let's be honest. So, that's it from me, guys. Big thank you to all you guys. Abadi, coming in towards the last orders there. Mark Rutgers earlier on. Rice, appreciate you popping in. Whiskey Boy Steve, appreciate you in earlier on. Baz, you came in earlier on as well. Big thanks to you. For you guys, interaction, it makes it all worthwhile. Till next time from me, guys. Take it easy.